Hey guys, Ashton here, and we're going to talk about the importance of cleaning your makeup brushes and the right way to do it. I really don't have a right way, so I'm going to be trying these ways just like you. But the reason why we're talking about this is it's really important to clean your makeup brushes. The two makeup brush cleaners I'm going to be using now are these two. It's Clinique makeup brush cleaner and brush cleaner for makeup brushes. I think it's Kix brand. Now let's get into it. The reason why it's so important to clean your makeup brushes is if you have old dirty makeup brushes, right, and you see the makeup in them, eventually that's going to build up. You're going to have dead skin cells and bacteria growing on your brush. And that's going to make you break out more, have worse acne, and if you have acne and say you like mess with it, popped it, something like that, and then you're using your makeup brushes with that bacteria and all that in there, or say you got an opening in your pimple or your acne, right, and then you use your brush, that's putting that bacteria and all those dead cells back into your body. Like it's making an infection on your face and causing more of a reaction. The thing is that there have been cases have been found about MRSA, that's staph infection. And you can Google this. There's been several people like have super bad infections where they've had to have their face, like, what is it called, like skin graft back, or there's just big pimple from the MRSA, and like you have to go in the hospital basically for MRSA. So clean your makeup brushes because you don't want to go in the hospital for not cleaning them or getting a bacterial infection on your face. Alright, now let's go see which ways to clean our brushes. I'm going to start with the coconut first, and then the virgin and the virgin olive oil, and then the baby shampoo, and then we're going to come back. And I used my brushes again afterwards for my makeup tutorial yesterday for you guys, which I'm filming all this in the same day, so bear with me. And then I'm going to use my cleaners here. Alright guys, let's go see.
Alrighty guys, I want you to know that I am not a doctor, so you will not get MRSA if you do not wash your brushes. I'm saying it is possible, so let's go ahead and start. I'm going to use my coconut oil, and I'm going to take a big old teaspoonful, and put it in the bowl. And if I don't have enough, I'm going to go back and put some more in. Now let's put our dishwashing soap. Make sure that it's antibacterial and put 2 times as much as you put your coconut oil. Next, we're going to be massaging the oil and the soap together, making it into a paste. So let's just squish it up real fast. Seems to be doing the job. Looks like we're almost done, and it should be a thick paste like that. Now guys, we're going to be taking our makeup brush. That is my sculpting brush I was showing you before, and we're just going to wet the base of the bristles. You don't want to go above too much because, like I said before, there is a thing called a ferrule, and you don't want to go above the ferrule because it can make the glue stop sticking to your brushes. Thank goodness that these brushes here work well and doesn't have a real ferrule, so it's better for the brush. Alright, make sure to wet it really nice, get all up into the bristles. Now damp your brush into the bowl really nicely until it's coated on top, and then take your pad like so, damp the pad into the sink of flowing water. You don't want too much flow, that's a good enough amount, just gently going, and then we're going to speed it up and scrub that brush really well. Look how well we're doing. And then as to rinse it out, you just scrub it into the pad as well. Now that we're done, we squeeze the brush, dry is the best, and then we're going to do it again because I didn't feel like it got it as clean as I wanted. So let's go ahead and rinse it off again and squeeze that brush dry and place it downwards with base of the brush standing up on our towel that we have next to us. Now we're going to take a beauty blender. Make sure you put water in it first because like I said before, it is a sponge. Now damp it into your coconut oil and your soap, and you're going to want to massage your beauty blender because you do not want to rip it. Do not put your fingernails into it. Just massage it really nicely and do it several more times. Just massage to rinse as well to get it really, really clean. It takes a lot to rinse, as you saw, and I'm going to do it again because I feel like it's still slightly dirty. So again, ladies and gentlemen, just massage your beauty blender. And now to rinse it, and it takes a lot because apparently, like I said, it's a sponge, so it continuously makes bubbles. And I did not think that through. So now we're just going to keep rinsing and rinsing and rinsing until there is no more soap left in the sponge. And we're still rinsing. And still rinsing. And still rinsing. Yep. Any day now. And now you can see how much prettier it looks. There's still some stains left there, but it looks really good now and brand new basically, but it's gonna work. Now we're going to take the baby shampoo to wash our brush. Take your pad and put a little squirt on the pad like you would do to wash your hair. And this is more expensive because this is for each brush. Damp the brush, and see I have a ferrule there. Don't go above the ferrule. It's the little silver part there on the brush because you do not want it to lose the bristles and they just fall out. And we're dampening, and we're making sure we get all up in there because that is a very, very thick brush. Oops, looks like we cut something. But see, here we are now, and we're going to be using olive oil and our soap for that. So, let's massage the sponge like we did before, and use the olive oil and the soap. And again, ladies, we're going to want to massage it, massage it, massage it until it is perfectly clean and there's no more bubbles. Sorry about the olive oil and the other one. It worked just fine. It came out fine. I don't know why it got cut, but it did, and I'm so sorry. But as you can see, this sponge looks brand new and perfectly beautiful. And this is right after we clean them. And they're all standing right up like they should be. That way the water can go down, and this is 24 hours afterwards right here. And you can see some of the soap and the residue from them had went down, and this is how pretty and nice they look afterwards. But you can see as some of the makeup has went down and onto the towel. After drying for 24 hours, it leaked off, so that's also another good thing, I think, because it got rid of it.
Alright, after we saw how we washed it before, the coconut, the extra virgin olive oil and the baby shampoo and all that, you saw that some of them still weren't that clean after I tried using it for all of them. And you saw me scrub pretty hard and clean the brushes as best I could. You still need to use antibacterial soap every now and then to get the dead skin cells off and whatever bacteria that you have growing on your brushes. And especially your beauty blender, because that is a sponge and it is sucking into it. If you want them to last a lot longer and use them a lot longer, and you have a favorite one, you need to get the bacterial out of there. And now what I'm going to do is brushes that I've been using for my past tutorial now, and after I wash them, they're dirty again. And this is basically what I do for the most part, is I'm going to use Clinique, and then I'm going to try this one. This is my favorite one, but I'm new to Clinique makeup brush. So what you're going to do is you're going to spray your brush. Don't go too far because you don't want to mess it up. And just glide it on a paper towel that basically has, you know, like little ridges in it because it helps pick it up. And as you see, I sprayed a good bit and the brush is still a little bit dirty. So let's spray it again and see. Sprayed a good bit here. And then get our napkin again and just rub it. Let's see if we can get all that extra out of there. And our brushes are clean again. I think this is a better job than washing them in my opinion, but you still need to wash them every now and then, like I said, because of the bacteria growing. You want to get antibacterial and kill that bacteria. The brush feels softer and it dries a whole lot faster because I think it has a little bit of alcohol in it, because alcohol eats through things. But it does feel softer. It's a lot more cleaner. And now let's try it with this cleaner and see how much we need for this one. This is another sculpting brush I have. This one like just missed. I like that. And then let's brush it here. See that it's getting all the makeup off. And just scrub it like we were doing before. And this one still isn't cleaning as much as I wanted to. Still not as clean, so I may be switching my new brush cleaner from what I liked to a new one. There's a lot more spray on this brush, but we used this one first to clean it, and ooh, I got makeup on my fingers somehow. But we used this one first and I didn't get it as clean, but then again, you know, it could have been a base and cleaned it first and then this. But I'm gonna do a little test on my two-ended brush here and clean this one all the way with this one, and then clean this one all the way with this one and see if it works. So, got that spray. Take your thing here and just clean it as best you can. I'm going to spray it again because look, yeah. Makeup is still coming off this brush. It's really getting deep down in there. And I think I got it all. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna just do one last spray. Yeah, and I think it got everything. It looks a lot cleaner. Now let's do this side with this one. You know, the paper towel, because I totally drenched that one. Be careful with this because you can definitely get drunk off these fumes. Whew. So far, I'm going to spray again. And these are brushes that I did not wash with soap and water. And there it is now. Probably need to spray it again. Probably again. And now, finally, it's clean. This one had a lot more bristles than this one, but then again, it took 2 or 3 sprays here, and then this one was definitely a lot more. But they look cleaner, they feel better, they're soft. I like them. So making sure that you clean all your brushes, no matter how many you have. These ain't even half of my brushes, but these are the ones I cleaned, with the spray is important, remember, because if you don't clean them, like I said before, you can get a bacteria, you can get MRSA, You can get staph infections, bad stuff can happen. You can Google incidents that's happened with people not cleaning their makeup brushes. You can get really bad acne from it. It's just really bad. And so you need to clean it. So please, please, please guys, take my warning and clean your brushes, because I don't want to see any of you wonderful, beautiful people in the hospital or getting any infections. If your brush is over 3 years old and it's falling apart and you've never cleaned that thing, please go buy a new brush. Please. I know that they're not cheap, but this was a cheap brush. It was like $3. It's, you know, it doesn't really matter as long as you find a good brush that you like. And I recently just bought a new 24-piece brush set, I think from Zulily, for $20. And it should be in the mail by the time I get back home to America. So please guys, please take my warning and clean your brushes. And thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Go clean your brushes. Bye.